Welcome back, you lovely people. Please smash the like button if you want more people to see these videos, because it will certainly help them over the next 6 months. Where are we right now? Well, this is a graph from Plan B on Twitter. I really like this one. The red line is the existing cycle, the blue line, the last cycle, and the lighter blue line, the one before. You can see right now we are almost exactly halfway between the two cycles. And given that our target of $296,000 is based roughly on the price action of the last cycle, for us to be currently overshooting the last cycle means that we are very, very bullish on the price. We could be looking at 300,000 and up. And if we continue on this sort of trajectory, then I will be revisiting and recalculating our target for the cycle peak. I want to see how the next month goes as we go up and then have our next correction, which I'm going to talk about. But let's have a look in a little bit more detail. This is the halving tracker. I want to show you the light blue line, which is the current cycle. Maybe I can zoom in on this. Or maybe I can't. No, we'll have to do it like this. So the light blue line is the last cycle. We've just had this correction, which was 18%. We said that it looks almost identical to this one in terms of the timing, and that was 15%, so roughly the same. And now we are coming out of that and hopefully about to take out the all-time high. The next move on the last cycle was this very, very steep move up here where the price went from, I'm not sure what the price went from, but it went up dramatically over a very, very short period of time. So I want to have a look at what that looked like on last cycle. And if we head back into 2017, then I want to prepare ourselves for what we may be about to witness. This is that correction I was talking about, that 15%, which looks very similar to the 18% that we just had. And as we recovered from that correction, if we look at the price action, as we started to make new all-time highs again, this daily candle was 5.5%. This one was 4%. This one was, we'll look at this one. This one wicked up, it was over 10% on the day. This one was 8%, 6.5%, and then we had a massive wick up here that you can see, which went up 14% on the day, and then a very short, sharp correction. This happened over 3 days and was minus 33%. If you consider that everybody's been freaking out over 18%, then 33% over a few days will certainly cause some fireworks. And you can see we recover really quickly. So we quickly get back to that all-time high again. And then some of these candles towards the top were nearly 7%. And this one was at 8%. And then we topped out about here. Our short-term target for mid-April is $92,000, and that's based on this sort of price action. What happens then is that Bitcoin in the last cycle corrected over the course of about 5 weeks of 38, 39%. That was the major correction in the last cycle, the biggest correction. And so far we've had a 32%. We haven't had the nearly 40% pullback over the course of an extended period of time. I'm showing you exactly what happened last time to prepare yourself for it happening this time, because we are following the last cycle in a very, very similar way. Today, we're up 2%. Yesterday was a big day. So we are starting to see that this sort of price action, what we just talked about here, this was like 4, 5, 6% a day for a week, big crash recovery. whether we have this big flash crash over the course of a few days, I don't know. That is impossible to predict. I don't know whether there was some sort of news at that time which caused that. So what we are looking at really is for this to play out. Oh, my drawings are back. That's okay. We're looking for this sort of action to play out, which is our recovery from the current dip. Whether we have this flash crash or not, I'm not sure, up to a new peak of about $92,000 or so. To do that, you're going to start seeing the price going up 4, 5, 6, 7% per day. That is our baseline case. Let's head back and see what's happening today. Again, remember how well we managed this correction. We were the only ones talking about the fact that it very closely resembled last time. Whilst everybody was freaking out as we were dipping below this bull flag here, we were saying that that could potentially be the bottom, because last time there was 15% pullback and this was 18%, and that proved to be the case. We've been watching our key levels. We had 1, 2, 3, and yesterday we took out the 4th. And since then, we have come back in to retest the bull flag, which is really bullish, and now we're resuming upwards. All of that is extremely bullish. This correction is over. Does that mean we're going to take out the all-time high straight away? Well, that's what happened last time. So it is very feasible that over the rest of today, tomorrow, perhaps Friday, that we take out the all-time high. But we will see. We will let the price and the markets show us rather than trying to force it. We may come back in to test this trend line and resume upwards. Our base case, though, is extremely bullish in that we're heading back up to that all-time high in the very short term. Let's check in on Ethereum, just following up on yesterday's action. Obviously, it was a massive day yesterday for Ethereum on the Visa news. I do expect that we're going to take out this resistance level soon. You can see us connecting the peaks here, and we're just heading up into it now. So we're coming up into a very key level of resistance. And I expect that once we take it out, we're currently at 1,860. As soon as we take that out and start moving up into the 1900s, then we'll quickly blow past the all-time high and start entering price discovery mode. And you could see some very rapid moves on Ethereum as we head way into the $2,000 and beyond range. Finally, I want to look at Binance Coin. The reason is that I've been talking about it this week. This has gone big now. I have been putting out a few posts about Binance Coin on social media. I also did a video to the insiders group and one on this channel about this fantastic entry on Binance Coin. We've been talking about this triangle, and this is against Bitcoin, and we were breaking out of the triangle. And I said, this looks like an absolutely perfect entry on Binance Coin. That was a couple of days ago as we broke out the triangle here. We did come in to retest the triangle. Look how it worked absolutely perfectly. It's incredible how these lines and patterns do work. And today, up 7% versus Bitcoin, over 9% versus the dollar, and starting to make some really strong moves on Binance, not too far off of the all-time high, and expect us to take that out pretty soon. So the market continues to look extremely bullish. And the big news today was from PayPal. PayPal already introduced the capability to hold Bitcoin in the PayPal wallet in the US. I believe it's coming to UK and Europe very soon. And now PayPal has announced that it is going to be accepting Bitcoin for payment through their merchants. So essentially there'll be a option when you use PayPal at checkout in order to use your PayPal wallet using Bitcoin. So really, really positive. Another step in the right direction, another domino falling towards Bitcoin becoming a mainstream currency, a mainstream method of exchange, and perhaps future global reserve currency. And on that note, I did put out a thread on Instagram today. Go check it out. The link is in the description, about the current state of the financial system, the current state of the monetary system. And I'll be following up on that with further threads about what I expect to come next. So please follow me on Instagram as well. Check that out. Give me some feedback. Thank you for following, liking, and sharing. And I'll catch up with you very, very soon.